Footballers bring us so much joy and pain in the world of football. During their playing days, they are on centre stage of the footballing world, but eventually they must hang up their boots, or should hang up the boots.
Leave the football before the football leaves you.
What happens to them after they retire? Do they stay in the game, or become wanted criminals of a massive drug operation? Their lives from a very early age revolve around getting a ball into the net or failing to be Nicholas Jackson. So what happens when this chapter ends? I've done thorough research and have discovered there are 4 main paths footballers go down. Starting with punditry. This is one of the most common roads an ex-footballer will go down, which is surprising because yapping about football is one of the most mentally and physically taxing things you can do. Many players become pundits, some better than others. Start with Michael Owen, who on the spectrum of pundits falls on the complete yap side. Being a Ballon d'Or winner apparently doesn't bring the amount of insight you'd think it would, with some great quotes like, "Whichever team scores usually wins. That would have been a goal if it wasn't saved. He's elbowed him, but there's nothing in it for me." And who can forget when he made the worst advert of all time?
And this is no ordinary chopper. It's got special powers, and once we're airborne, you'll see just what I mean.
He doesn't seem to have the same passion for punditry that he did for playing football.
You got no chance second.
Well done, he's 13.
Next you have Souness, who is on the opposite side of the spectrum, but he's still not very good. He has too much passion. I hope for his sake he does not watch any Liga next season. Then in the middle, between sounding like you're a 12-year-old giving a presentation on photosynthesis and wanting to assault another man for having his hair dyed, you have the fan favourites. Firstly, you have Keane, who had a great career being a no-nonsense midfielder, but has let his softer side come out post-retirement.
Baby. What a big baby. Just get on with the game. Baby.
Even making up with Vieira. Everyone loves Roy, except Alfie Haaland. Then you have Carragher, who has some decent takes, but I think he should say it instead of spraying it next time. He recently spawned to the most awkward moment in TV history.
No, I'm loyal. I'm loyal.
To who?
My jacket
Manchester
looks nice, big
United,
man.
thank you
My
very
jacket
much.
looks nice.
Not to Malik.
What? Why would you even say that?
Sorry?
He hasn't had a mention in the show yet,
He hasn't had a mention. He could have had a better mention, don't you think?
This sparked a little beef between him and Kate Abdo's husband. And I can't lie, I don't think he'd win this. Lastly is Gary Neville, who is a mixed bag of opinions, but has spawned many great moments. Like when a kid spread his number.
Right, and you're going to tell me who started passing my number around your school?
Okay, yeah. I'm being told now, yeah, that Tony Adams' son.
Tony Adams' son? Who's Tony Adams?
You know, used to play for Arsenal.
Shut up, you fucking dick.
I'm being genuinely serious.
Shut up, you fucking dick.
Gary became a pundit once he learned that he couldn't go down this next path, management. Many players think, I know what I'm doing, I've played the game. And many are wrong, like Wayne Rooney and Lampard. Despite being worse players, Klopp and Mourinho are far better managers. Some people believe if you're a good player, you don't become a good manager, and vice versa, with obvious exceptions. But if this is true, then there's some future managers of the year here. It makes sense why many players would go down this road. You still retain the main values of football, standing in front of an electric atmosphere, being responsible for the joy of potentially millions of fans, and seeing men change. Most managers are ex-players. Just look through the Prem. A majority of managers were ex-players. I think it helps if a player with a great career is a manager, as they have that aura, that gravitas. But it could backfire if you don't have the best career. But hey, keep your head up, Harry. At least you're not a criminal. A worrying amount of footballers become criminals, like Quincy Promes. In July of 2020, Quincy Promes stabbed his cousin in the knee and was sentenced to 18 months in prison. But he never attended the case. Instead, he ran away to Russia. But he was then sentenced again for a different crime, drug trafficking, apparently smuggling in over 1,300 kilos of the good stuff. But eventually he was caught and sentenced to 6 years in Dutch prison. Damn, that gives a whole new meaning to attacking midfielder. Am I right? On a lighter note, you have a funnier crime, like Ronaldinho, who used the Paraguayan fake passport. Why would Ronaldinho use a fake passport? One of the most distinct and recognisable faces in the world. Of course he was going to get caught. However, saying that, there are a few regens knocking about these days, so maybe he was onto something. Then you have tax fraud, which seems like every footballer is committed. The two GOATs own millions, and even Ancelotti. He tried to hit the judge with one of these, but it didn't work. Before we move on to number 4, I have 2 subcategories footballers go down. The first one is getting jacked. Footballers like Fernando Torres and Ozil have been hitting the gym, looking like they've gone through the Captain America transformation. Unfortunately, Ozil is not as creative with his workouts as he was on the pitch. I was expecting this. I don't know if these guys are on steroids, and I'm not going to say they are. I don't want to go to court. Promise might be waiting for me. And the second path is politics. George Weah became the president of Liberia in 2017. Could we see Anthony president of Brazil in the coming years? And the last life outside of football is chilling, living life. Some footballers start streaming like Alphonso Davies and Aguero. Some do TikTok.
Oh, the game's gone, innit? The game's gone.
Game is gone. Game is absolutely gone.
And some become conspiracy theories like Matt Letizia, who doesn't believe in COVID or climate change.
What? We're flying to Philadelphia. Oh, hell no!
Which is interesting, but he's still not as delusional as Arsenal fans.
We mustn't forget that it's been raining, so the pitch is quite...
It's been raining?
Apparently some footballers are getting into OnlyFans like Douglas Costa. I know he's good with balls, but come on. Apparently he's not making explicit content. I wouldn't know, I'm not going to pay for it. Only one footballer that would get my sub. But there you have it. I think it's important to remember that footballers are humans and not robots. And they have lives outside of football. Maybe we'll see Neymar finally live out his dream of diving on the Olympic stage. Or perhaps Mbappe will get to join the Lakers.
Who's your favorite NBA player?
LeBron James.
Who's your favorite team?
Lakers.
Or Harry will get his dream.
So Harry, what makes you happy?
Jumping from a plane.